How's it going, folks? Voodoo Stache here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Hex Bar Lift. You'll hear me say this a lot, but the biggest thing you want to think about with all your lifts that you do, no matter what it is really think about your feet. You have this triangle in the bottom of your feet, between the balls of your feet here and your heel. You want your weight even across all those points, because that's how your brain decides what needs to turn on or not turn on. So if you, for example, have really collapsed arches of your head on the insides of your feet, the outsides of your feet will get no love, so your brain's not going to be turning on your glutes or anything like that, okay? And then if you're all the way on the outside, same kind of deal. So what you want to think about is, before you even think about lifting the weight, remember that I would say lifting it is a bad thought. If lifting it, you're thinking about picking it up off the ground. I think instead you should think about pressing down through the floor until that weight starts floating off the ground. You shouldn't be lifting it up. You should be pushing those 3 points of contact through the floor, and as you push down, everyone's going to turn on, and it's going to help lift that thing up. So here's what I'd like to think about on that Hex Bar. So step one, as we just stated, get your feet planted. So I get my feet set, but I'll show you from 2 different angles. I'm going to go from the side first. So I grow my feet in the floor even across all 3 points. I'm going to get my grip on that Hex Bar. I'm going to begin by taking my shoulders and pulling them back and down, so my shoulders are pulled away from my ears. Now if I lift this from right here, you can see my back is down. We definitely don't want that. So you're going to sit back into your hips a little bit, shoulders back and down. And you want to put a little bit of tension on the bar. So if I put a little bit of tension on the bar, that's going to help to pull me into it. And I'm going to have my arms locked out. I'm going to have tension already before I start. If you visualize the inside of the weight and the bar coming out of the Hex Bar, that bar should be sitting up against the top of that weight. It shouldn't just be sitting there at the bottom. You should be sitting back and pulling up on that bar a little bit so that you feel tension against the top of that plate. So I get to here, shoulders are back and down, I got my feet planted. From here, I've got my tension on the bar. My back is nice and flat. I take a deep breath in. I brace, keep my rib cage down. I keep pressing those 3 points to the floor until that weight floats up. And then I control. Again, coming down. If you watch from the side, here I'll show you the feet from this position. Feet are growing down to the floor, so they're not wiggling around. My big toes are down, everything's down. Shoulders back down, rib cage down. I pull up a little bit on that bar to get to the top of the weight. I brace, and then I just keep pushing my feet to the floor until that thing floats up. If you look at yourself in the mirror, make sure your body's not leaning over. Shoulders should be level, hips should be level, knees should be the same level as you come on back down. So again, focus on not lifting the bar up off the ground. Focus on pressing those 3 points of contact to the floor until your body starts making that weight float up. Enjoy.